I just wanted to tell you guys that for the middle school team, had a really great year. I think the boys were 8-1 and the girls were 7-2. We didn't have any invitationals, obviously. We did have the Oil City Invitational, but they didn't have a team score. And we had set some records. Will Allen set the long jump record. The 4x1 team set the record for, that was taking you guys, the 4x1 team, the juniors here. And then Turbin got the 2-mile record. So we had a lot of people really outstanding. We did single out a male and a female track and field. For the boys, well, I should either from here. So the boys track, what was Nick Lesher. Nick Lesher had won almost every event he was in. He did it very well, and I look forward to big things from him in the future. And he was on that record-setting 4x1 team, and he, anything you asked him to do, he did it. He did a great job, pushed really hard. And then Nolan Carey was the outstanding field athlete. Again, Nolan won the shot and the disc almost every time. And you look at him, you think, oh, he's a shot putter, and then, hey, we need you to run the 100. Okay, we ran the 200. There's some very good athletes out of that group, and I look forward to a lot of big things. For the girls, on the track side, Shay Linden, one of Shay. Shay scored the most points for us in the track. She did everything from the 2-mile to the 200, all kinds of relays. She is a great competitor. Thank you very much. And for the field was Valerie Baldwin. Valerie did a great job, and she did a shot and disc, and she's really close to getting that record, but something to look forward to. So I think that, again, with having not as much off-season as we're accustomed to, and all the other hoops that we had to jump through, the kids did a great job. They all were willing to participate. They did whatever we asked them to do. We have a great group of kids, and I think that it's really going to help feed this successful program. The track program is headed in the right direction and continuing to look very bright in the future. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, I think most of the senior parents are here. We had an awesome season in terms of middle school, high school, boys, girls. We had a winning record for every one of the teams. And in such a crazy year, that's such a good accomplishment. It's unfortunate we don't have all the families here like our normal thing, but compared to some of the other sports, it's actually, I think, a blessing that we do have some of the parents here, and especially with this special senior class we have. It's been such a big part of our program. So thank you, parents, that were able to make it. I'm glad you're here. And so I'll just recap our season with the girls. I'm Coach Kelly, by the way, for any of you that might not know, the head girls coach. We had a 5-1 record this season. It was by far the most well-balanced team I've ever been part of in track. We had someone good in every event, and that's very rare. When there's 18 events, we had a lot of depth with the throws. We didn't have a lot of depth in other places, but we had people that were very, very, very good. And so when I look back years later, this will be a team that I'll probably be envious that I don't have every year with the amount of just top performers in each and every event, which is why we had such a great season. We definitely, it's exciting to hear the middle school teams did so well. We hope you guys come up, and we hope that we can get more people out. I've talked to a lot of the high school girls about anything we can do to recruit more girls. We were down to 29 this year. We're losing 7 seniors, and unfortunately, I was making fun of our freshman clique the 2 freshman girls that are sitting together. We only had 2 freshmen on the team, and that is not enough. So we need to do our best to get more people out to replace, or try to replace, some of the holes that we're going to have with these seniors graduating. One thing that we didn't really get to talk about a lot is all region honors. So just so you guys know, every region team puts in their best people in each event at the region meets, and then there's the first team all region, second team all region, and we had a ton of awards for that this year. So I want to go through those. Abby was second team all region in both hurdle events. Alexa Turbin was second team all region in the 400. The 4x100 meter relay, Allison, Alexis, Kendall, and Skylar was second team all region. Skylar was second team all region in the triple jump. Hazel was second team all region in the discus. And then our 4x4 relay team of Taya, Alexa, Alexis, and Hannah was first team all region. The 4x800 relay team with Taya, Callista, Alexa, and Haley was also first team all region. Rachel Brady was first team all region in the jazz. And then Hannah Smirko was first team all region in the 800, the 1600, and the 3200, and she was named the region MVP. Okay, so what we typically do is we call the athletes up in terms of their grade with school, and some of them will be receiving letters. Those are for the athletes that received enough or earned enough varsity points and they haven't got a letter for another sport. Some of them will just be getting a pin, like a track pin. Those are ones who have already got a letter in another sport at some point, and they just get the pin. And so it's pretty special when they get their first letter. I think we have 3 girls that are going to be getting their first letter and the track pin. And it's kind of just a huge spreadsheet. So girls, if any of these are just off, like you already have had a letter and we give you one, or if you haven't ever got a letter, just let us know. We can take care of that, no problem. The amount of points that you need to get a varsity letter for high school is, the rule is 2 points for every dual meet. So we were supposed to have 7 this year, so we thought 14, but 1 got canceled. So 12 points is what athletes need to score to earn a varsity letter, or the pin if they already have a letter. So we're going to call them up, and Coach Craig will hand out the pins and the letters. So we'll start with the freshmen. Like I said, we have 2. Madison Braswell. You'll really just stand up here. It's a little awkward for just the 2 freshmen, but each grade will get, we'll have more up here. And then Haley Bales, the other freshman. She earned the pin. I didn't have time to talk about points for everyone, but I tried to pick out one person for each grade. Haley, as a freshman, scored 59 varsity points, which was pretty impressive for a freshman. Okay, next we'll go to the sophomores. We will start with the sophomore that gets a varsity letter and the pin. That's Kendra Maker. Next, we had 2 sophomores earn varsity pins, and that would be Taya Bailey, who's not here. You can go up for it if you want. And Lexi McGann. Also, Lexi, out of the sophomores, scored by far the most points. She had 64 varsity points this year. Okay, other sophomores, just come on up so you can be recognized. Emily Blake, Kayla Blystrom, Elena Brown. Need to get one for soccer? Okay, we'll get her a letter then. We'll get another letter. Yeah. I might too. Come on up, girls. Come on up as a group. This is our sophomore group. How far did we get? Marcy here? And Kendra's up here. Lexi. Liv here. Hayden here. Sophomores. Well, we're supposed to have a big crew, but this is our sophomore crew. Great season, ladies. Okay, our junior group, and hopefully we got this right, I'm not sure, but I had two that I thought were going to receive a letter and a pin. First is Jamie Brozell. Jamie really came on late in the season to get that letter. She did it the right time of the year for sure. And another junior receiving, I believe, a letter and a pin is Sage Peck. Maybe she has some to work out. Mike Anderson. Okay, and then juniors receiving pins, Rachel Brady, who scored 83 varsity points this year. If Rachel comes out her senior year and throws the way she did at the end of the year this year, she will probably score about 160 points next year, and I'm not even exaggerating, because she can win the jab and the shot and the disc if she's clicking. So she had a great end to her season. Other pins for the juniors, Olivia Zaworski. Kendall Keener. Callista Linden. Skylar Rydell. And then our last two juniors are Samantha Goodwill and Alyssa Rowland, who I don't think is here. Good job, girls. Okay, and now our senior crew. Just to give you an idea, this senior crew, back when they were sophomores, which was sadly our last track season, scored a majority of the team's points as sophomores, and they definitely continued that as seniors. So all the 7 senior girls earned a varsity pin, and I'm just going to go through each one, and after they're all up here, we'll also give them their senior gifts. First senior is Mackenzie Campbell, who scored 30 points. Then our high jump specialist, we're going to have some middle scorers step up there the next year. Hazel Green, who scored 59 points. Abby Harrington, who scored 83 points. Just to save myself, although I should know by now, we'll just say Ariana J. Who scored 12 points? Jared Zeski. Good. Did that pass? I know how to spell it. That's tough. Hannah Smirka, who scored 125 points. Alexa Turbin, who scored 63.5 points. And Allison Zaskevich, who scored 21.5 points. And this really is a super special group of girls, very strong athletes, also hard workers. We are going to miss this group big time. So, guys, as seniors, we got you a gift. So coaches will go ahead and hand those up to you. And thank you so much for all your hard work over the years.
It's like Christmas.
The seniors' gift, which none of them opened, they got a really nice backpack, so hopefully they'll be able to use those in the future. All right, and the final thing, we always do 2 MVPs. We have a field MVP and we have a track MVP. It's not always easy to make this decision, and you've been with this program for years, you've seen coaches up here. It's a very tough thing a lot of times, but when you have a girl who is very strong in the field events that scores 126.5 points, and a girl on the track that scores 125 points, it makes your life pretty easy to pick these things. So we have a state plaque somewhere, maybe. Over there. You know where that is? But we have a state qualifier plaque and the MVP award for these 2 ladies. We'll start with the field MVP, which is Skylar Rydell. And Skylar actually, she qualified for state in the triple jump, and it is a huge accomplishment to qualify for the state meet. She also scored the most points on the team with 126.5, and she consistently is the last person at practice. And you love to see kids that put in the time do as well as she did this year. It's a great season, Skylar. And the track MVP, who also qualified for state, is Hannah Smirka. Hannah had a great year. She sacrificed a lot in terms of trying different events. When we needed her to win the 2 miles, she ran the 2 mile. When we wanted her to run the 400, she ran the 400. She ran the 800 and the mile a lot. She had a phenomenal season. Finished 12th in the state in the mile last weekend. So congrats on a great season, Hannah. All right, have a good one, guys. Thanks for coming. Hopefully see you next year.
Okay, so hey everybody, my name's Coach Greg. Just took over this upcoming season for Coach Morgenstern. So before we get started, I just want to do a couple of thank yous. First off, thank you to the boosters for putting together this dinner. It's awesome, really appreciate that. Secondly, as a head coach, this is my first year as a head coach. I'm a really big believer, and as a head coach, you're only as good as your assistant. So I really wanted to take seconds to just really thank these assistants that we got right here. We have Stephanie Bennett over here, who coaches the pole vault. We got John Stadborski here, who coaches the throw. And we got Rachel Craig here, who coaches the sprints. Or mom. We also have Todd Knapp, who couldn't be here tonight. He coaches the jumps. And also just want to take a second to thank our athletic director, Mike Daniels, who couldn't be here tonight either, but he puts together everything, getting us situated for all of our dual meets, all of our district meets, invitational, state meets. He's done a fabulous job this past season. So. Okay, so boys, quick recap for the season. We were 4-2 overall. Our 2 losses came in the region meet, so we were 2-2 in the region. Some notable performances that we had this year. Boys took first place in the track events at the Oil City Invitation. And then also we had one boy, Xavier Rado. I don't think he's here tonight either, but he is also one of our only boy who was a state qualifier this year. So not a bad year. Okay, so I'll start out with the freshmen. We're going to kind of run this just like Coach Kelly did. I'm going to start with the award winners. Skye Messenger, are you here? Okay, well Skye was one of our 2 freshmen that we had that was going to be a letter and a pin. Skye competed in the 300 hurdles, the high jump, and the triple jump. Do we have Micaiah Pike? Okay. That was our other freshman letter winner. He was going to get a letter and a pin. He competed in the 110 hurdles, the 100, 200 meter dashes, and also the high jump. And I know I see Jacob Sparberry here. Jacob Sparberry is going to earn a letter and a pin tonight. Jacob competed in the 110 hurdles, the high jump, long jump, and triple jump. Good job, Jacob. Okay, the rest of the freshmen, if you guys want to come up and get recognized real quick. We have other freshmen including Cody Barton, Cooper Downey, Noah Fisher, Fabian Forspring, Jack Hallberg, Ethan Hartman, Taven Kornikowski, Hunter LaSalvia, Carson Meredith, Marshall Morris, and Ryan Webb. Oh, and Gavin Gillespie. My fault, buddy. Yeah, he's really tall. So this is a very promising group of freshmen that we have here. Very excited about their future. These guys come out every single day with a desire to get better, and we're really looking towards the future with these guys. On to the sophomores. First sophomore that I have, I got Stephen Brady. He's going to be receiving a pin tonight. Stephen competed in the 1 mile, 2 mile, and was part of the 4x800 relay. No, we'll stay up here, bud. All right, our second sophomore, we have Devin Graham. Are you here tonight? Okay. competed in the 800, the 1 mile, and was part of our 4x800 relay team. He kind of found that that missing spot that we were looking for in that 4x800 meter relay team at the end of the year this year, and he did really well for us. All right, third, we got David Perret. David's going to get a pin tonight. David competed in the pole vault, the 100 meter, the 200 meter dash, and was part of the 4x100 relay team. David was one of the only sprinters in the 100 meter dash that made it to districts this year. All right, we got Jeremy Sauerwein, who's going to be getting a letter and a pin. Jeremy competed in the 100, the 200 meter dash, the long jump, and was part of our 4x100 relay team. All right, lastly for the sophomores, we got John Stagorski. John competed in both the shot put and discus, and I guess you could say javelin sometimes. John just gave a pin. John really came alive at the end of the season with his shot put, and we're really looking forward to what he can do for us next year. So this is your sophomore crew right here. For the rest of the sophomores, can I get you guys to come up? We got Will, is it Boucher? We got Tony Kerr. We got Clay Martin. And we got Pierce Sutton and Brant Xavier. Come on up, folks. So while they're getting their picture taken, I'll just say this is a very talented group of sophomores right here with a lot of talent and a lot of potential coming up in the upcoming years. So, you know, if they keep this work ethic that they've had this past year, the future looks promising for them. It really does. Nick, you're good. Hey, I wanted to apologize real quick. I missed with the freshman group, and this is because he came out a little bit later in the season. I missed Carter Linden. Carter here. My fault, Carter. Okay, our junior crew. First up, we'll go with Xavier Rado, who's not here tonight. But Xavier's going to get a pin. He competed in the shot put, discus, javelin, and was also a state qualifier in the discus this year. All right, second one, we'll go with Hunter Savitz. Hunter competed in the 100 meter dash, the pole vault, and was also in the long jump and triple jump. All right, next we'll go with Brady Steele. I don't think he's here tonight. Brady was going to receive a pin, will receive a pin. Brady competed in the 1, 2, and 400 meter dashes. He was also a part of our 4x100 relay team and also a part of our 4x400 relay team at some points throughout the season. All right, last junior that we have with an award tonight will be Levi Tasker. Levi competed in the 100 meter, the 200 meter, through the javelin, and was also part of our 4x100 relay team. Yeah, if you can hop over there. Oh, yeah. I'll get the rest of the juniors. Also, Levi was also named as part of the first team all-region in the 100 meter dash in Region 3 this year. All right, the rest of our juniors include Zach Ball, we got Kyron Helmer, Aiden Kapperlin, Jeffrey Petty, Caden Rada, and Aiden Laker. No, Petty left. All right, last but not least, we'll do our senior crew. Yep, the Goon Squad. All right, first senior I'll talk about is Jarrett Holt. Jarrett competed in both the shot put and the discus. Jarrett made it to every single practice and meet this season. He brought an amazing attitude and presence to practice, and he has a tremendous work ethic. He comes every single day with a desire to get better. We're really going to miss him next year, and just his atmosphere and his presence that he brings to practice, it's like no other. Okay, our second senior is Tristan Hines from Tristan competed in the shot put and the discus. Tristan may not have scored enough points to get a pin this year. But he always showed up for practice, he showed up for meets, and you know, the type of attitude that this kid brings to practice every day is really cool. He's got a great sense of humor, and he's always there for his teammates when they need him, so we really appreciate that about Tristan. All right, we got Jake Lincoln. Jake competed in the 400 meter, the 800 meter, and the mile at some points. He was also a vital. Yeah, he did get the mile a couple times. Yeah, but he was also a vital part of our 4x4 and our 4x800 relay teams. Jake always comes to practice with a great attitude and a desire to win and get better, and that's evident every single day that he shows up. Jake was also part of the first team all-region 4x400 relay team. All right, next up we got Bryce Molesky. Okay, this is actually a bit long. But Bryce competed in the 400 meter, the 800 meter, and even sometimes in the 200 meter when we needed some points, which was actually quite amazing. He came out of the 200 meter, not even in blocks, and still sometimes won the race. Bryce was also a vital role in our 4x4 and 4x800 relay teams. Bryce was named first team all-region in both the 400 meter and the 800 meter, and was also part of the first team all-region 4x400 relay team. So after all of those standings, Bryce was named the 2021 Region 3 Boys MVP of the Year. All right, next up, Dustin Seth. So Dustin competed in the mile early on in the season. He also competed in the 800 meter. Dustin also played a vital role in our 4x4 and 4x800 relay teams. Dustin was also part of the first team all-region 4x400 relay team. All right, next senior, we got Chase Sukar. Chase competed in the 1 mile and 2 mile. Chase played an important role with our distance crew this season in terms of scoring points when we needed him to. It was a pleasure to coach Chase, as he always brought a great attitude and desire to get better in both the meets and practice when he showed up. So we really appreciate that, Chase. Next up, we got Michael Lyons. Michael competed in sometimes a 200-meter dash, which I didn't want him to, but he begged me sometimes. He also competed in the 400-meter, 800-meter, and at times it was also part of our 4x4 and 4x800 relay teams. Good thing about Michael is Michael was always a great sport all season and did whatever we asked him to do. So he's a really great example of a team player, and he'll be missed next season. All right, last senior we got is Landon Weiss. Landon competed in the 100, 200, 400-meter dashes. He also competed in the high jump and was also part of our 4x100 and 4x400 relay teams. During the year, Landon was named first team all-region in the high jump after picking up the event halfway through the season. He was also part of the first team all-region 4x400 relay team. He was also named second team all-region in the 200 and 400-meter dashes. Landon was responsible this season for scoring over 100 team points. So with that being said, that makes him this year's 2021 Boys Track and Field MVP. You guys are good. Appreciate you seniors. Senior gifts. So before we move on, I just wanted to point out real quick, it wasn't on my list, and I apologize about this, but juniors also needed to be recognized as Jamin Willis right there. Jamie competed in both the 110 and 300 hurdles. He was a vital part of scoring points for us in the hurdles when we needed to. Jamie is earning, did you get a letter, Bob? He's earning a letter and a pin tonight. So real quick, I'll announce it before we go. Our field MVP was Xavier Rado. Xavier Rado had a state qualifying throw this year of 151 feet in the discus, which booked him a trip to Shippensburg this year. Really looking forward to what he can do for us next year in terms of the field. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you guys for coming, and drive safe tonight.
Can everyone hear me, please? Yes, sir? Okay. Hello, my name is Mr. Scatella, or Coach Scatella, or whatever. I just want to give my piece real quick. Thank you for a wonderful year. I greatly appreciate all of you. Yes, it was weird. I'm wearing a mask right now, so it's even weirder. But we did some great stuff. I believe Coach Brady talked about some cool things. Our kids did great this year. I really hope that they continue on and push on. Will's shaking his head no, so we didn't reach him, but hopefully someone else will get him to run next year. But once again, continue doing what you're doing. I hope to see you in the future. That's all I really got. Thank you.